So EMDR is one of the therapies that we offer for trauma at Life Care Wellness. EMDR is an acronym that stands for Eye Movement Desensitization and Reprocessing. So that's why we call it EMDR. It's a little shorter. So EMDR was developed by Francine Shapiro in the mid-'80s. Francine was working at the Mental Research Institute at Palo Alto, California, when she sort of happened into this. I find it kind of interesting how EMDR came about. She was actually taking a walk and thinking about something that produced a little bit of anxiety for her. And as she was walking, she's trained as a psychologist to kind of be introspective and be observing herself as well as the client. So she suddenly realized that the anxiety that she was feeling just a little bit ago was no longer there. And she got curious about, why is it that I'm no longer feeling anxiety about this particular memory when I always feel anxiety about this memory? So what she did is she thought back, literally kind of took her steps back and realized that the only thing out of the ordinary that she was doing at that time, as she was thinking about it, was she was looking from the path where she was walking down to the water's edge. She was walking by a pond or a river or lake or something. So her eyes would go from down the path to down to the water, down the path to down to the water. And they kept doing that as she was thinking about this memory. And so, being a good researcher, she got back to the office and she asked others. She said, hey, I'm going to test something. Just bring up a memory that causes a little bit of activation for you, a little bit of anxiety or distress, and just follow my fingers, with your eyes as you think about it. And so she did that. And sure enough, person after person after person seemed to have a decrease in that distress or anxiety. And so she did a little bit more research with that, set up some controlled research, and developed this protocol for something that she ended up calling eye movement desensitization and reprocessing. She published about her initial research in one of the professional journals, and EMDR took off. There was a gentleman who is well known in the behavioral therapy community, and his name is escaping me right now, but he read the journal article, used it with a client that he hadn't had much success with, and lo and behold, it worked. And so it really took off with wildfire after that. So that's how eye movement desensitization and reprocessing came to be.